Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Asure. So today we are going to continue our project series. So today this is the third project we are doing. So let's go to the project documentation. Okay. So this is the project 3 where we have to fetching the Amazon sales data from Kaggle. Okay. Uh, the project name is Amazon sales data analysis with the Synapse Analytics. Uh, so I have divided in 3 stages for this project. In first stage, we will extract the Amazon sales data from Kaggle, okay, dataset. The Kaggle is nothing but it is a website where you can find multiple of datasets here. From here, you can download many datasets in CSV JSON and a lot of kind of formats. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to extract this Amazon sales data file from Kaggle. After that, I'm going to create a Synapse workspace in Azure portal. Okay. So in Synapse portal, I'm going to upload the this sales data file on the data lake gen 2 in stage 1. So after that, in stage 2, I'm going to create a Apache Spark notebook and also going to create a SQL script. I will do some SQL script and transformation on the Apache Spark notebook and write this data into data lake gen 2 again. Then after that, I'm going to create a dedicated SQL pool. Okay. So dedicated SQL pool is nothing but it is a Azure SQL data warehouse where mainly focus on if you are using the big data or kind of you have data more than 30 million rows. So this is very important to use this dedicated SQL pool. This is known for the massive parallel data processing engine. So I'm going to create one table here and I'm going to copy the data whatever we are transferred and creating the tables. Okay, so in stage 3, yeah, we creating some SQL script, then creating one table in SQL pool and then copy into that table uh, the transform data. Okay, so this is our 3 stages. This is kind of a small project we are going to uh, look. Okay. So let's go to the architecture. Okay, so this is the architecture. Here I am going to extract the data sets from my Amazon data sets. Then in Synapse Analytics, I'm going to store. We can say we can upload this data set on data lake gen 2. Then on data lake gen 2, I'm going to use after that. I'm going to create a one dedicated SQL pool. In that SQL pool, I'm going to create a table here, and I'm going to dump the data in dedicated SQL tables. Okay. So let's go to the Azure portal now. Okay, before that, I'm going to show you the where is the data here. So in the Kaggle, you can find the Amazon product sales dataset 2023. The data cell file is 84 MB, so you can download from here. So I have already downloaded it. But I'll show you. Mm, So here I have already downloaded the zip file and unzipped here. So there are so many files you can see here from Amazon sales like all book data, Hindi, then baby fashion. So all these are categorized data file. The Excel files are here. So you can take anyone from anyone data, anyone CSV file from this. So I have taken the Amazon watches data. Okay, so watches file here. Okay, so this is the watches files. Here you can see. Wait, I'll show you. Okay, so this is the Amazon watches data file, which they are sold in 2023. Their business. So here you can see the watch name. Wait, I'll make it Raj. Okay, So here you can find there is a watch name, main category, subcategories, then image, then link, then ratings, the number of ratings, the discount price, actual price. Okay, so we have to filter the this data. We have to do some transformation, like if the rating is above than 3.5, then we are going to store this data in a dedicated SQL pool, because for till now the files and the rows in that data having maybe 8098, but in real time there will be a lot of data, maybe in millions of rows. Okay, so this is actually this is a trial based. I am going to show you how to load and how to create. So directly go to the Azure portal. In here I'm going to create Azure Synapse workspace. So here you can find I'm going to select Azure Synapse. So there is a no Synapse workspace I have created, so I'm going to create a new one. So this is the first page where you have to create workspace. Here you have to select the subscription, which is a free trial, then resource group, which I have already created, Azure Formula. Then there is a manage resource group here. So there is no need to fill this one, because manage resource group is nothing but it is a kind of a extra resources which are Synapse Analytics okay, will give you. So some of the resources are some of the resources are bind in it, manage resource group. Most like you can do the authentication kind of things from this manage resource group. Then there is a workspace details, so you have to give the workspace name. So I am giving the Synapse for Amazon. Okay. So selecting region the east, then this workspace name this must contain only lowercase. Okay, so you have to take care about it. Then account name. Okay, so every Synapse workspace actually you can attach the data lake view or data lake Gentoo account. Okay, so it's because of in every Synapse the data lake Gentoo account will automatically connect to this Synapse workspace. So here you have to select the account name. So I have already created storage for Gentoo, data lake Gentoo account, and then again you have to select the file system. So file system is nothing but it is kind of a folder. So there is a no file system, so I'm going to select data lake file. Okay, SYS. So I have created this data lake file system. So this file system nothing but it will create the one folder here, and this folder you will get the all information about Synapse workspace. So in this folder the Synapse workspace will reside, you can see, and in below you can find we will automatically grant the workspace and data access. Okay, a data lake Gentoo account using the storage blob data. Okay, so this is nothing but for every account you have to give the permission access to the blob data contributor. So it is kind of a mess thing. So in this update Synapse will give you the this this functionality directly. So where you can create you can attach this data lake Gentoo, so you don't have to do any kind of role based kind of access permissions here. So after that I'm going to select next. Then here there is a authentication method in SQL Server admin login. Okay, so I'm going to give here Pratik server, then SQL password here also. So this is the authentication mode. uh, Here you have to provide this extra information. Okay. So choose authentication method to access workspaces with the SQL feature. So if you're creating the SQL pools, then you can fill this information like admin and password, SQL password. After that, I'm going to select the networking, then next tags, then review create. Okay. Okay, here you can see the product details like Synapse Analytic Workspace, serverless. Then it will cost you on 392 Indian rupees per month. Sorry, per TB. Okay, per TB data. So I'm going to create. So it will take around 4 to 5 minutes to deploy the resources. Okay, so our resource is deployed. So I'm going to the resource directly. Mm, okay. Okay, so here this is the Synapse workspace. Here you can find the info like resource group, then networking, then in right side SQL Active Directory, dedicated SQL endpoint, then serverless. Okay. So likewise, so there is option like open Synapse Studio and read documentation. So also here you can find in left side there is a SQL pools, Apache Spark pools, with Explorer pools. Okay. So in Synapse Analytics, there is a concept like you can create dedicated SQL data warehouse. It's a kind of this different but no it's you can create a dedicated SQL pool partially, and also you can create the SQL pool in Synapse workspace also. Okay, so the both way you can create the SQL pool. So I'm going to open the Synapse Studio. So this is the Synapse Studio. Here you can find this is the portal. Here you can find the ingestion, detector, analyze, visualize tabs. So in the left side there is home. So we are in the home tab. Then you'll find the data tab here. Okay, so in data tab there is a workspace and there is a link. Okay. So in link there is a as a data lake chain 2 is automatically read. While while creation we are we are giving this data chain storage to option. Okay, so that's why it's linked that automatically. Here you can find the data lake files is that we are created here. Okay, so this is the data type here. So you can attach your any kind of data like SQL database or like house database. Then you can connect the external data tables, the integration data sets. So after that there is a second tab, the develop tab. So in develop tab you can link like you can create the SQL scripts, then notebook, then data flow, then Apache Spark job page. So there is a kind of scripts you can create here. Okay, the mostly used one that is a SQL script and notebook and the data flow. After that there is a like integrate tab here. Okay, so integrate tab is nothing but use the data factor. Okay, like data factor portal and the integrate tab here. So here you can create your pipelines. Okay, okay. Here you can see there is the same 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 functionality like data factory. Here you can create your activities when debug, add trigger and kind of activities. So in the monitor tab you can monitor your services like triggers, SQL pools, FH Spark pools. Then there is a manage tab. Here you can find the link services, then integration runtimes kind of. So our job is to, let's go to the presentation. So we will extract the Kaggle dataset here, and the step we will we also created one Synapse workspace here. Then we are going to upload the product sales data file on data lake chain 2. Okay, so for data we are going to directly do the link services here. So in link services, suited data lake chain 2 is attached here. You can find also, you can check from here. So there is a lake chain 2. So there is a container. Okay, you can find. Okay. So there is this is the same container you can find here, data lake files is. Okay, then I'm going to create I'm going to upload the one file which we extracted from Kaggle. So I'm going to select this watches 2023 file, CSV file, and I'm going to upload it. So this is a 3 MB of files. Okay, the file is uploaded here. Okay, so there is an option like new SQL script, then notebook, then data flow, new integration data set here. Okay, I'm going to close this library. By right clicking it, you can preview this file. You can do analysis, like you can new SQL script, so you can select the top 100 rows. So let me select this one. Okay, so this is a SQL script. You can this is nothing but it is a SQL. The only difference is from here in the from you can there is open row set, there is a open row set, it is a functions. Here you can your file is attached here, the location of file is attached like storage for gen2. So this is a SQL based only. Let me run this. Okay, okay, so for running this there might be a cluster you have to attach. So connect to, there is a there is a server class, a serverless cluster, there is a built-in. So this is the default cluster, you can say a default pool, serverless pool. So in the serverless pool you can you can run your ad hoc queries, like you can run your hybrid queries. Also if you want to create the like a dedicated SQL pool, you can create from manage pools here. So let me run this query here. Okay, so let's check what kind of data in that CSV file. Okay, here you can see there is a column C1 C2. Wait, let me give their header row equal to true. Now let's execute. Okay, so there is a data here. You can see the watch name, main category, subcategory, images, link, ratings, number of ratings, discount price, actual price. So likewise you can analyze the data here. You can upload, you can directly connect to the your data lake, and then you can directly do some transformation. Okay, you can do the analysis here. Also you can create a new notebook like load to data frame. So this is Apache Spark notebook here. So here you can do your Apache like Spark no work done. You can do the transformation from here, and you can write this file. So till now we have completed our stage one, that is we have uploaded our file into data lake chain 2. Okay, so we are moving to stage 2. So in stage 2 we have to create a Apache Spark notebook, and we'll do a transformation and write the data into Dedecated. And also we'll going to create a data SQL. Okay. Mm, so before that, we are going to create a dedicated SQL pool. Yeah. So let's create dedicated SQL pool or Apache Spark pool. Okay. Mm, Let me create the dedicated SQL pool here first, because we have to do. Okay. For creating the dedicated SQL pool, there is an option here. You can see the new one. Then you have to give the name of the pool, Amazon dedicated pool. So performance level, we don't have any, high data, large data. So I'm going to select the minimum one, that is data warehouse units 100C. Then after I'm going to select additional settings, then use existing data, no. So if you have the existing data, you can do from backup, then restore point. Here I'm clicking the next. I'm going to create. So it will cost you around 118 rupees per hour. So dedicated SQL is nothing but it is used for, you know it is actually this used for with the larger data set, while serverless is used for the, ad hoc based, like if you have the small queries, like if you are the data analyst, you can directly use the serverless. Okay. So dedicated SQL pool is deploying. Till that, okay, till that I'm going to create a Apache Spark pool, because we have to do some transformation here. So in the notebook, I'm going to create Apache Spark pool. So manage pools. In the manage pool, here you can see there is Apache Spark a dashboard here. So here you can create Apache Spark pool. So I'm going to create one Apache Spark pool. Amazon Spark pool. I'm giving the name. Then isolate compute. You have to select disable. Then you have to select. So there is a memory of node size. You can select memory optimize or hardware accelerated. So upon your use cases, you can select this one. Then node size is 8 because so our data is in a small format. So I'm going to select small one. Then number of nodes 3, estimated price 130. Then I'm going to select additional settings. So here you can find automatic posting in here. So you can enable or disable. It will automatically post your cluster after the 15 minutes idle. Then you have to select the Apache Spark. So here you can select the versions of Apache, like 3.3. So I'm selecting the default one. Then there is a version like Python 3.8, then Java, Delta Lake R. After that, there is Spark configuration settings. Here you can select your configuration. So I'm selecting this default one. Then intelligence cache size. So here we have to, you have to select the cache size, like for a frequently data set, the cache will be used, if you know the cache concept. So I'm clicking the next. I'm keeping the same. Then going to create one. So let's check our dedicated SQL pool is ready or not. Okay, it's deploying. Okay, so Apache Spark pool is also in going to deploy state. So both are in deploying. So while that deploying, I'm going to directly to the notebook. Okay. So our data set, our file is uploaded into data lake gen 2. Then we have to do the transformation. Okay. So here you can see there is ampersand PySpark. So you can use this Spark node in C Sharp, then Python, in Java also. Okay. So according to your project, you can use this notebook. So let's check first. I'm going to run this. So I'm going to attach Spark pool. So Amazon Spark pool, which we have created now. So I have attached it. So I'm going to run it here. So our cluster is running. The Spark job is running. So here there is a data frame. The spark.read.load. Then it will load our CSV file that watches 2023. Then I have displayed it giving the df limit 10. So maybe so it will display the table records only. So this we have to wait here. So it will take the first time it will take the time. So after that your query will execute like your query will be executed as fast. So it will in the mean first time it will take some time. So after that you can query. Also you can publish this notebook here from here. So you don't to require from to do publish from here also. So if you want to publish the particular like notebook here, or you can publish the SQL script here also. Okay, so our notebook is running. So while that we look our stages. So we created a Apache Spark notebook also. Then the transformation are we are going to do now. Then after that we have to write the data in data like gen again the gen 2. Mm, so internet connection may be offline. So let's okay. So our notebook successfully run. Okay, and we'll get a result. Okay, like here you can find there is a result. There is a rows. Okay, let me give the header true. Wait, please. Okay, so here you can find there is a watch name and category subcategory. No? So these are the columns here. Number of ratings, discount price, then actual price. Okay, so here I'm going to do some transformation. Okay, so okay, so we are going to do one transformation here. Like if the rating is greater than 3.5, so we have to save the data. Save this data in the different table, and the reviews is the ratings is less than 3.5, so we will save the data from in a different dedicated SQL table. Okay, so let's I'm going to do the transformation. So I'm going to create a one df one. So df dot filter. So before that we have to import columns. So I'm going to import files from dot SQL dot functions import column. So I have imported library here, one column. So Python dot filter. So I want to select the column. So if column ratings are greater than 3.5. Okay. So uh, let's check this df1. So here I'm doing the one transformation like filtering this data frame if the ratings are greater than 3.5. So display the results. So I'm going to limit this also, limit 100, or you can say limit 15 records. So I'm going to execute this. Okay, so job is executed. Here you can find. So I'm directly going to rating column. Okay, here you can find the data is filtered like 3.6, 3.9, 4.5, 4, 3, 4, 4. Okay, so we limited this. So let's check how much data is there. So I'm going to count how much columns, how much rows are there. So let's count the data. Okay, so 5,805 rows are there, which having the rating above than 3.5. So so as of now, I'm going to limiting this one. So we are going to displaying also we are going to I'm going to do here second one. We are adding only two columns like the watch name and the ratings. Okay, so I am going to select af1 dot select column watch name, then column ratings dot limit. I'll take 50 rows here. So let's display the df2. So let's run this. Okay, so we will get the result like the watch name and ratings. So we will fetch the 50 records first here. Okay, so this is the 50 records. Okay, so now we have to write this data. Okay, before writing, we are going to write this data frame 2 dot write format and header equal to to dot load. I'm going to give the CSV and then the part here.
Okay. Okay. So now we are going to write the file in the detergent folder. Okay. So before that, we have to here we check. So there is only a Synapse folder. So this is the default folder created while we created that storage account while we selected. So and also there is a CSV file. So there is a no folder here. So okay. So let's write the df2 dot write dot format. So our format will be CSV. Mm, then the mode will be overwrite. Then I'll give the option for header true. Then I'll give the dot save. So you can use save or load also. Save. I'll give one folder name like higher rating. Okay. So our CSV file will save in that folder. In this folder higher rating. Okay. So I'm going to print file is written successful. Okay, so let's execute this. Okay, so file written successfully. So let's check the folder now. So let's check. I'm going to publish this first. Then I'm going to refresh this. Let me refresh. Okay, so in data lake key file system. Okay, here you can see the higher rating folder is created, like which we described. We defined here high rating. So in that folder, okay, so here you can find there is a the part file created CSV format. Okay, so let's check this CSV file first in the node. Let me check. Mm, Let me copy the D3 for loading. Okay, so I'm going to paste it. Okay, here I have created a df3 spark.it.load. Then we have to for that here you can select the properties here, the file which you written. Okay, so in this file you have to copy the URL path. So I'm going to do the notebook, and here you have to provide this path here. So let's check what kind of file we written. Okay, so this is a simple load command. So let's comment this, and I'm going to execute this. Oh, sorry, we have taken the wrong one. We have we should take the ABFSS path. Mm, so we take the URL path. That's why we're getting this problem. So make sure you have choose the you have copied the correct path here. Okay, so this is a data lake file sys path here. So I'm going to display it. Okay, so we got the values like columns in watch name and ratings in that return file. So let me comment this and uncomment this one. Okay, so so we have done here from to stage 2, like we created Apache Spark notebook, we done one transformation, we write data into Dedecated Gen 2, and also we created one dedicated SQL pool. Okay, so we are proceeding to stage 3, in which we have to create the SQL script, like we have to create a one table in dedicated SQL pool, then we have to copy this whatever file we written, so we have to form this file and we have to create a table from this file. Okay, so publish this. Okay, now you can see in the workspace here. Let me refresh this. Okay, so as soon as you create the dedicated SQL pool, okay, the in workspace here you can find the Amazon dedicated SQL pool, so it will automatically fetch the SQL. Then you can find the tables, external tables, external source, the views, programmability, the schemas. So is a dedicated SQL pool, so you can attach your you can upload your data, you can attach your external source like one. But in serverless, we can't attach the external data here. So this is the reserve based kind of a SQL pool. Here you can attach your resources here, you can attach your data here, and do some analysis or transformation. Okay, so let me create a one table here. So I'm going to create a new script. I'm going to create a one new table. Okay, so our table is, I'm going to give Amazon watches high rating. Okay, so I'm going to create a one column here. So our column name was watch name and where. So I will give 100. Output I'll give 150. So after that, our data is, wait, so we have to load this watch name and ratings. So I'm going to use the ratings where 20. So this is a distribution type. Uh, so this is the distribution type is nothing but in the what in a what way our data will going to distribute in a dedicated SQL code. So there is a three ways. The first is hash, then the round robin. Okay, and so I'm going to select the round robin here. So this is the default one distribution type. So if you select this round robin, so mostly round robin is used for for staging table, or we can say the dimensions table. So you have the small data, so you can use the round robin table. So I'm going to run. Okay, so let's check. Select start from Amazon. So let me copy this. Okay, so let's check the whether is data is present or not. But data is not present, we know. Okay, so there is no data. So let me copy the data. Okay, for copying data, we had a, I have the script below. So I'm going to copy this. So this is a script, so we can use to copy. So we'll take the table name as we previously created. So I'm giving the table name, then the column name. The column name is author name and ratings. Okay. Then you have to give the path here. Okay. So let me take the path here. So you have to take the path of that CSV file, like we already created. Okay, after partition, after transformation. So the file is in high rating. So I am going to right click on properties. Okay. So in properties, you have to take this URL path. Okay, here you will get like a HTTP path. So you have to copy this one, and then go to the next SQL script. Here you have to paste this path. Okay. So I'm going to copy the data from this path to this table. Okay. So this is the with command. Like in with command, there is a file type CSV. The maximum error is 0. So I'm going to run this one. Let's me select. Okay. So I'm going to run it. So query executed successfully. So let me check now our data is copied or not. Yeah, here you can see in that Amazon watches high rating table, our data is copied, dumped. So here you can find the ratings having 3.5 above ratings. So data is dumped. Okay. So this is the way like we completed our stage 3 also here. So in Amazon sales data analysis, in first stage we have extract the data from Carbon. Then we created the Synapse workspace and uploaded it into Data Lake Gen 2. Then after that we have created a Apache Spark notebook. We have done some transformation. We have written this data again to Data Lake Gen 2. Also we have created the dedicated SQL pool. So it is as a SQL data warehouse. In stage 3, we have created a table in SQL pool, and also after that we have copied the data. We have formed a table, okay, from the data. So this is a simple technique which I have used in this project. Wait, I'll show you the tables here. I'm going to refresh it. Okay, look here, the table is created as before. So there is Amazon watches the columns here. So we will find the columns like we have created where watch name, the ratings here. Okay. So guys, if you like the video, you can share this video, then subscribe and like the video. So thank you guys.